Hey everyone, I'm Ayan and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving deep into some seriously expensive oopsies. We're talking about the most costly mistakes in history. The blunders that cost billions, reshaped destinies and left us wondering, what were they thinking? From engineering catastrophes to political blunders, get ready to explore a collection of events that make you feel a little bit better about that text you accidentally sent to your mom. Let's learn from the past and hope we don't repeat these in the future. Get ready, it's going to be a wild ride. Imagine this. It's 1912, the dawn of a new century. The largest ship ever built, a symbol of human ingenuity and progress, embarks on its maiden voyage. The Titanic, dubbed unsinkable, cuts through the icy waters of the North Atlantic, carrying over 2,200 souls. But then, on a cold April night, the unthinkable happens. A series of miscalculations, disregarded warnings, and a fateful encounter with an iceberg seal the ship's fate. The unsinkable ship sinks beneath the waves, claiming the lives of over 1,500 people. The Titanic disaster wasn't just a human tragedy, it was a stark reminder that even the grandest feats of engineering could be humbled by the forces of nature and human error. Fast forward to 1986. In the heart of Soviet Ukraine, a routine safety test at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant spirals into an unimaginable catastrophe. A flawed reactor design and a series of human errors trigger an uncontrolled chain reaction, leading to a catastrophic explosion and fire. The disaster releases a plume of radioactive material into the atmosphere, contaminating a vast area and forcing the evacuation of Pripyat, a city of 50,000. The Chernobyl disaster is estimated to have cost billions of dollars in cleanup, healthcare, and economic losses. Beyond the immediate impact, Chernobyl cast a long shadow on the future of nuclear energy, raising questions about its safety and long-term consequences. Let's rewind the clock to 1867. The United States, fresh off a costly civil war, makes a purchase that would later be dubbed Seward's Folly. For a mere $7.2 million, equivalent to about 2 cents an acre, the US purchases Alaska from Russia. Many Americans scoffed at the deal, seeing Alaska as a frozen wasteland. Little did they know, beneath the ice lay a treasure trove of natural resources: gold, oil, timber, and more. The future of this country is in the development of its great resources, said William Seward, the Secretary of State who championed the purchase. He was right. Alaska's vast resources would prove invaluable to the US, making the purchase one of the most significant land acquisitions in history. Now let's journey to the cosmos, specifically to 1999. NASA, a beacon of human ambition and exploration, experiences a costly and embarrassing failure. The Mars Climate Orbiter, a robotic spacecraft designed to study the Martian atmosphere and climate, goes off course during its mission. The cause? A simple but devastating error. The spacecraft software used imperial units, pounds seconds, while the team on Earth used metric units, Newton seconds. This mismatch in units caused the orbiter to enter the Martian atmosphere at the wrong angle, leading to its destruction. The Mars Climate Orbiter crash, a $327 million mistake, highlighted the importance of meticulous planning, communication, and yes, double-checking your units in space exploration. Back down to Earth in the 2000s, a storm was brewing in the global financial system. Fueled by risky lending practices and a booming housing market, the subprime mortgage crisis plunged the world into the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. It all started with subprime mortgages, loans given to borrowers with poor credit history and a higher risk of default. These risky loans were bundled together and sold as complex financial products, spreading the risk throughout the global financial system. When the housing bubble burst and defaults surged, the system began to unravel. Banks collapsed, businesses shuttered, and millions lost their homes and jobs. The subprime mortgage crisis, a multi-trillion-dollar disaster, exposed the fragility of the global financial system and the devastating consequences of unchecked greed and risk-taking. Our final stop takes us back to 1986, a year marked by tragedy in space exploration. The world watched in horror as the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded shortly after liftoff. All 7 crew members, including schoolteacher Krista McAuliffe, perished in the disaster. The investigation revealed that the explosion was caused by the failure of O-rings, rubber seals in the solid rocket boosters, due to cold temperatures. The Challenger disaster grounded the Space Shuttle program for over 2 years and led to a complete overhaul of NASA's safety protocols. More importantly, it served as a poignant reminder of the risks inherent in space exploration and the importance of learning from our mistakes. From the depths of the ocean to the vastness of space, these historical blunders remind us that mistakes, no matter how big or small, are an inevitable part of the human experience. While some mistakes are simply embarrassing, others carry a much higher price tag in lives lost, resources squandered, and trust eroded. But amidst the wreckage, there's always a glimmer of hope. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into history's biggest blunders.